Hello everyone. I am back. It's been a while and I'm very sorry for that. I was out on a trip and I came home and I was in a bit of a funk and I didn't have time to do anything or any energy it feels like, but now I should be back. This one I wanted to work a bit larger. I took out my sketchbook I had for a very long time and I began painting first with my gelatos and then with my watercolors. And quickly I remembered why this doesn't work. Just you can see me. I'm just packing up and I'm not sure what to do. So I brought out my oil pastels, which I bought many years ago, and I haven't even tried using them yet. So I have very little experience with this medium. I've probably used it maybe once before, and that's when I sort of fell in love with them and bought one set, and then I haven't used them anymore. So I'm trying to smudge with my fingers, but I always have a problem with that because my hands are always so very cold, so I don't really have any warmth to melt things. And finally, most of the things are in focus, but everything's crooked. And I'm so sorry for that. I hope it's still watchable. So, I don't know, the pink, it was some sort of plants I was imagining, and this is supposed to be a very tall woman with a very blue dress that I wanted to do. So yeah, I've not used oil pastels a lot. I watched a few videos on them, but I don't know. I just wanted to do something different, and I wanted to work on a large scale, and I don't really have anything large paper-wise to work with watercolors. So here I try to go in and create some sort of shading or depth in my dress. So it was a very good palette of oil pastels that I bought. There was many different colors that were matching and different gradients of them. So I liked them a lot. I think they might have dried out just a bit, but I'm not sure. And here I've realized I should probably blend those by mixing both colors, and I was very happy because it actually worked. So I learned something new, and then I was like, oh, now I want purple in the pink, and try to blend that out. So I tried doing that, and yeah, so it was very fun. I highly recommend at least trying oil pastels out sometime because it's a bit different to work with. You can't really. There's probably a way to be very detailed with them, but I felt like I couldn't really do that. So, here I'm dipping my finger in cooking oil. Um, I felt like there must be some way to blend out these colors easier, and I had searched around to see if there was a way you could blend it without buying this sort of medium that is supposed to blend oil things. So I just grabbed some cooking oil and tried it, and it sort of worked. I think it looks okay, but I very quickly realized that if you take too much and don't have enough color to blend out, it stains the paper. It just creates oil stains, and it's not very pretty. And here I'm trying. I can't do hands. I've become a bit better at them when I sketch with just a regular pencil, but with a medium I haven't worked with, and it's not very detailed. Things didn't go as well as I wanted it to be. But I just moved on because I was so ready to just do things and paint and just try to make something out of it. So I'm trying to blend with my finger, but it was so tiny, so I tried a brush, but the brush didn't work at all apparently. I learned maybe it's one of those spongy tools that you can find in the stores. Maybe those would work to blend with the oil. But as I said, I don't know, and I'm just trying things out. And I start to blend this, and here you can really see the oil stains because I hadn't put down as much pigment down here, and it was a lot of paper and it shined through a lot. So I decided to do some orange hair because I wanted her to be a bit of a fantasy creature, I suppose. Not that orange hair is fantasy like, but I decided to do some horns also. And I should have probably looked at a picture because I only drew the horns as I remember them to be, which is not really accurate. I know they have a spinny thing in the middle and then they do a point, but they don't really look like that. But it's fantasy horns. We can call it that and just be good with it. I tried some shading, and some light brown color. Tried to brush things off, but that was not a good idea with oils on my fingers. And then I decided to do some sort of grayish background, and I began with oil pastels, and I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. So then I took my colored pencil, and I'm almost giving myself a seizure with how fast I'm moving the pencil. So I skipped ahead a bit in the video, so I just basically filled the whole background to get a bit of depth with the gray pencil. And I smudged out some things. So I took my micron, and there's my hair. It's very frizzy, sorry. And it worked to do the details of the face in the beginning, but then I don't think the micron wants to do that. So I switched it out and took a regular black colored pencil to create some details. And then I made a decision, and I still not sure if it was a good one or a bad one. You can leave it in the comments. I decided to outline almost everything that I had drawn. As I said before, I like lines around everything. I like my line art, and I could make the hands a bit better when I detail it. It's still not good, but it looks a bit more like hands now than it did before. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it with the lines, but I also understand that it was pretty without them, so I don't know, I'll leave that up to you, I think. Because I can't really decide what I like the most. And yeah, I should have probably not gone around the plants, but I did it because I've done everything else, so I just continue with that. And then I did my little signature, which I do on all my drawings. And I just try to make the background a bit darker, and that's sort of it. So I hope you liked this. It was a bit different, and yeah, thanks for watching.